That's funny, isn't it? Yep, it's me again. Just spent the last, what is it, hour or so, getting all the stock out. And what have I got for you today? Eastern Region 1950s. I've just had another delivery of coaches, right? 3 coaches from Bachmmann. And I've been watching these come down in price. They've been out about 2 or 3 years now, and they've been reduced. So they're Thompson coaches we're looking at here. Thompson, Edward Thompson was the chief mechanical designer of the former LNER, right? But like Sir Nigel Gresley, who he superseded, he helped design some of their coaching stock, alright? So you would see a mixture of Gresley and coaching stock on the former North Eastern Railway. And the British Railways in 1948 inherited those. Initially they was all in the crimson and cream or blood and custard livery, which is that one, and some of the others. And then they got painted into British Rail maroon because the two-tone pack wasn't wearing well, and it was more expensive to paint really, two pack colours. So BR abandoned it around about 1956, I think. Went over to maroon stock until 1964 when BR blue was coming in. So for this video I've dug out an appropriate engine to haul these coaches, and that is LNER A3 Pacific Coronac with a Great Northern tender. And doesn't she look the part? She looks absolutely fabulous in these. And this is a flavour of what you're going to see on the layout, on the big layout when it's built. And I'll keep going on about it, but I need to get moving first. So I've set up a 7-coach train with a Mark 1 restaurant buffet car in the middle. That's that one. So that's why it looks different to the others. And there's 2 brakes in this particular train. I didn't realise I've got duplicate coach numbers on these, so I hope you forgive me for that. Those are 3rd class at the back, and I've stuck all the 1st class near the front of the loco. Alright, that's usually how it worked, although probably not always. So yeah, we'll have a look at these fabulous coaches. They look great in maroon, don't they? And there's 1st class got curtains in them. That's a corridor, and you've got brake coaches as well. So yeah, these are all back. Everything is Bachmmann apart from the locomotives. The Hornby Coronac A3, and I've got this little Hornby J50 tank running around on a local service with the other spare Thompson Bachmmann coach that I've got, just doing a little sort of potter around. So that would have been seen on the Eastern Region as well. Had that one a while. Got to take the coder out and turn it around because it's actually running on the controller forwards. But yeah, we'll stop it all and take in the detail, because that's what Model Railways is all about. If you like my thing, this has been lying around in here and I've never really set it up, so I thought now the weather's become a bit better now, this is going to be my rules for operators, apart from myself. So maximum speed when it's for light engine, express passenger, local suburban, goods freight and yards. So the 25, and then you've got 25, 20, 10 and 5. We're actually breaking the speed limit, which I didn't realise. Sorry about that. We're doing 26. So I'm going to slow that down 1 notch. And that's that one. Now, I don't know what you think about that speed, but probably a bit slow. I might have to adjust those figures, but when it's on a big layout, you want to take in the detail, don't you? You know, I'm not going to have them tearing around. So we'll have to see when it's all set up. That's just like something that I've devised. So yeah, I love these Thompson super detailed coaches, and I've got enough now. Well, actually, I want to get the two super detailed new tooling brakes. There's a maroon and blood and custard one, but the price is still a bit high, so I'm waiting for that to drop a bit. Save a few bob, you know what I mean? So they'll go on the back, and I'll probably make up 2 rakes of Thompson mixed with Hornby Gresley stock I've got, or even have the Mark 1. But yeah, this is what you're going to be seeing. It's a flavour of what the Ickworth and Stonham Railway is going to look like. That's what the by order of the Ickworth and Stonham Railway Company. That's what that bit stands for. Should be a signature under there, I suppose. I could do with fitting the front coupling on Coronet. I had that one about 2013, 14, and maybe the steam seems the cylinder drain pipes need to go on it. Again, this is I've had the Hornby J50 since 2016, so a little bit judgy. I'm contemplating getting a stay alive on it, but maybe she should be alright. And it needs its detailed parts added. Yeah, you would have seen them around Doncaster Works and all over the former Eastern region, so it's all Eastern region here. Yeah. I don't think these were ever lined, and I love it unlined really. These little tankies, they're great. Oh, now 7 minutes. Lovely day here today. If you saw my bird video, it's just great for relaxing. Ideally you want this all plonked on the layout and just pull it out the stock when you want. So these are fabulous coaches, Bachmmann. Hornby do Mark 1s as well now, but I don't see, they're almost identical, and I don't see the point, and they're more expensive. And you can pick up the earlier Mark 1 Bachmanns for a lot less money than the Hornby ones, so you might as well stick to those. You know, I'm still getting over the Alexander Palace show. What a great show that was again this year. Yeah, it's the only show I go to now, really. And I've been in touch with Rails of Sheffield about that O2 shunter, and I've got cab lights working nicely on that. That definitely will need to stay alive in it. And yeah, I've got more. I've got about, let me think, the new Dean Goods that you might have seen on the video is going to be weighted down. I've got some instructions on that off the internet, off long sheds, how to do that, fill up the dome and that, and hopefully it'll run nice and pull more. The BT World tank, again, that's in bits. The motor's fine, I've not touched that, just needs weighting down and put back together. And then there's the poor old Hornby M7, which is in quite a few bits, and that'll need hard wiring back in and weighting down, and we'll see how that goes. And that's it for the fleet for now. So yeah, I just love the British Railways liveries, you see. This is what it is. And yet I never really saw these type of liveries. When I started spotting in 1974, it was all BR blue, which I got used to and took photos of, but since seeing the BR green stuff and the blood and custard and all the black engines and all that, and the rolling stock that's like in the bauxite colours, the British Railways, I just love it. I just think it just works. I think whoever came up with these liveries, spot on. And I want to tell you something about the BR livery on the Coronac when it stops, because model railways and railways, every day you learn something new. You know, the subject is absolutely humongous. So we'll bring Coronac to a stop, and also have a look at some of these Thompson maroon coaches that have just come in. I want to say something about the BR livery on that. We'll leave oh, look at that, she's left her coach behind. That's been uncoupling all the time, that has. There's a bit of a jugger there. We'll just make sure that this, I don't mind if it pushes it, as long as it don't derail. I've been threatening to do that all day, yeah. Let's make sure that I've got the number up. Right. Quite funny, isn't it? I don't think they like each other much. If it goes round this way without derailing, I'll leave it. Just hang on a sec. Let's check the coupling that as well. Yeah, that's alright. We'll leave those like that, and then we'll know that they won't come uncoupled unless there's a little slight incline over there. And gradient, and it may roll down it away from the loco. Again, let's have a look. Nah, I think they're finally made up. We'll just leave them to run. Right, what I wanted to talk about Coronac and its livery. A lot of people call this Brunswick green. It's never been Brunswick green. It's just a certain green. It's never Brunswick green. Whoever described it like that is wrong. And it's stuck over the years. It's very hard to get rid of it, and it probably won't. You won't get rid of it. But see this bit here. Where are we now? This lining going round. Those colours are actually orange and black. Right? Now, I saw a colour chart for the first time for this, and I thought, wow. And it's all carefully marked out on a BR colour sheet, what they should be. I think they often describe it as straw lining, but how good does that look? It really suits the green. Of course, the late BR crest, and also it's got the same on the cab sides. Also, there's a subtle orange line going along the chassis there. Look, yeah, going along there. They've got that there. It's lined there. Oops, going all over the place. Lined along there. Boiler bands are lined with the orange and black. See that? Of course, under the nameplate. Just fabulous. And of course, the engine itself. That door's a bit wonky there. I'll have to try and straighten that up off camera. It's got the nice turn metal brass safety valves. Slightly let down by a plastic whistle. And the you can tell it's GN tender because it's got these sort of railings on top of it, where I think the other ones obviously didn't have that. Right, maroon coaches, look at them. Again, they've got that little black line inside it with the there's no orange on this, it's just the two lines. A sort of, I don't know what colour, yellow, what do you call it? Going along here. Going along. Separately fitted curtains by Bachmmann, fantastic. Really fine detail. These are fine, these sort of window frames. Fine. On the earlier models that I had, they were really chunky and the windows weren't flush, but now they're flush, they really look the part. Look at that fine detail there on the toilet and that lovely oval shape. All these separately fitted parts on the guard's end bit, they're all separately fitted pieces of they're plastic, but they're separately fitted. And what I like about what Bachmmann have done with these new batch of Thompson coaches is you don't have to fit the footsteps yourself. Before they used to send them through and you had to fit all these bits on. I used to get glue and all that on there, right? But no, it's got the footsteps already on. Lovely grizzly bogies. So much detail you can get in there. Of course, the interior detail as well. And look at that along the underframe. What does that say? Can we read it? It says numbers. No idea what they mean. I don't know what the star means. That I do know what that means. B.O 15-1156. That means the body was taken off the frames on the 15th of November 1956. And that is the builder's plate. Alright, so that all went into the BR records. That would say like LNE or something. Probably, if we don't know if we can get it, if it's legible or not, that one. Sorry, the camera. First class. Yeah, there's even writing on the back, on the ends. BCK, see, and numbers and whatnot there. And notice the buffers are what you call sawn off. Go straight going across there. That's unique to Gresley and Thompson coaches. Don't think any other regions coaches had that. So you know, they're not sprung buffers, but they're plastic in there. They're very good, and there's all the interior, exterior door detail, all the roof details, separately fitted metal parts there. Right. Sorry, it keeps going out of focus, doesn't it? Let's zoom back. Grey roofs. And there's the equivalent cream coach, again with the windows and the curtains in it. That is a corridor coach. You can see by those sort of things at the back there, those lines going down. That's a corridor compartment coach. And so is this one. The seating is red, and the seating in there is blue. You can just about catch it in the light. Yeah, you can see that. Blue seats, red seats. I think BR might change that at some point. Even on the little, that's a third class, because BR didn't actually have a second class. They've got red seats in, but no one markings. That's a third class coach, and there is no smoking signs in that. So you could smoke your head off in there if you wanted to. Whereas these, they've got the first class on, and this side has got the little triangle. That compartment, no smoking in there. And these you can smoke in, but you need first class tickets. See all the detail. There's another one that came in. This is the corridor first, in the maroon, same as that, but in the maroon. It's got the blue seating in there. I think that is the blue seating, isn't it? Let's move Coronet forward a bit and catch the seating colour. See, yeah, it's blue. I don't know why BR did that, but it did, so just let it move forward a bit, taking some of the other coaches. So you had blue and red seating interiors on some of them. That's just come in today, this coach, fabulous. This one I've had a while. Just stop it there. This is a restaurant Bachmmann, Mark 1. That's got a W on the side, so that denotes it's part of the Western Region fleet of BR restaurant. You can get restaurant buffet, you can get restaurant kitchen. There's so many different versions of restaurant cars. See the tables? Got the tables. That's all part of the kitchen there. They're not toilets. That is the toilets. Got toilets on board there. With the square windows of the Mark 1 and the oval of the Thompsons. We've got these early BR Mark 1 bogies on that. And again, it's got the writing on the underframe. Body off 1411. Can't read that. 56, I think. There's another one. This is another first class, just the other side of the restaurant car. This is a brake. Another brake that's just come in today. This coach came in today. Very nice. Glass compartment. Now this has got, looks like brown interior, that, so this is for third class passengers. So smoking allowed, and anyone can sit in there. Alright, a little bit plain and less plush. And bringing up the rear is another third class Thompson brake coach. See these here? These lines on the top here, they're carriage board holders, so if it was going up along the main line on the, say, the time tees, not the time tees, Pullman, the I can't think of any names, but there were lots of name trains coming out King's Cross. It would be up there what train it was. And I'd love to get some named carriage boards going there. They've all got them. The Mark 1s haven't, but look at the detail on the roof of the Mark 1. So we'll set that off, set Coronet off again, and then we're just taking the J50 as well before we go. Look at that. That's a fabulous little model from Hornby. 060 tank engine. Really strange looking tank sides and that, you know, with that sort of angular front. It's got a Type 5 motor. Yeah, that's running alright. I like them big cab windows, those round windows it's got. Zoom in on it. That's what I like. There's a driver, he's looking the wrong way. You need to turn around, mate. Yeah, I've got fireman in there somewhere. 68971. And the birds are singing. So that's a great 23-24 minutes here in the garage. And yeah, this was just a flavour of what the Ickworth to Stonham model railway layout's going to be looking like, but obviously much bigger, and all the scenery on it and stuff, you know. And there's Coronet slowly creeping along. That's the controller DCC. Anyway, that's enough. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye for now.